Hi guys, today we are going to understand OOPS concept, where we are going to understand OOPS, what is the OOPS, class, object and method. So in the most of the interview, like interviewer want to understand whether you have a basic understanding or not. So that's why they ask what is the OOPS, what is class, object and method. So sometimes interviewer ask. So we will understand point by point, one point. So we will understand OOPS in one line. What is OOPS? First, we will understand what is the full form of OOPS. So OOPS means object oriented programming, and S stand for system, or you can say structure. Both are correct. Either you can say system or you can say structure. Now we will understand what is OOPS in one line. So, OOPS means it is a methodology or a paradigm to design a program using class and object. Acha, now what does it mean by paradigm? Paradigm means it's a multiple way, many way to design a program by using class and object. Now we will understand what is class and what is object in real world. So if we will understand the real world, suppose that we have an animal, right? So animal is a category. We cannot see animal. It is just categorized. So you can say it is a class. Why we are saying we cannot see? Because animal is a just category, and under the animal you can see dog, cow, buffalo and cat. These are the objects. So these are the similar behavior, similar properties they have. So it is an object, and animal is a class, because animal we cannot see, but we can see dog, cow and cat, buffaloes, and we can see these objects. So which we can see in the real world, that is called object. And class is nothing, it's just a blueprint. So that's why we cannot see, it is a logical things. So that's why we are calling it is a class. Now all dogs, cow, cat and buffaloes, these objects are comes under animal. So these animal can eat, run, they can see. So these are the behavior: eat, run and they can see. So these are the things that is called behavior. So now we will understand through the programming language. First, we will see there are six main pillar under this OOPS concept. What is the six main pillar? First one is object. Second one is class. Third one is inheritance. Third and fourth one is polymorphism. And fifth one is abstraction. And last one is encapsulation. These are the six main pillars in the OOPS concept. So today we are going to understand only object, class, and we will understand method in this call. And in the upcoming session, we will understand these four properties of the OOPS concept. So apart from these six main pillar, we have few other terms which are used in object oriented design. Let me write those other terms as well. That is coupling, right? Other terms. We can say coupling we have, and cohesion, We have a association, we have a aggregation, and last one is composition. So apart from these six main pillars, we have these other terms which we are using under OOPS concept: coupling, cohesion, association, aggregation, and composition as well. So we will understand these all topics in upcoming session. We will cover each and every point. So now today we are going to understand now what is class and object. So we have understand through this diagram. Now we are going to understand through the definition. So first we will understand the object. What is object? So object is an entity which has state and behavior. Entity could be anything. Let me write so that you will understand better. If you want, you can also take a notepad and pen. You can also note down so that you will understand better. So the object is an entity which has state and behavior. So entity could be anything. Sorry, it will be E. So entity will be anything. It could be anything. You can correlate with yourself. You can correlate with pen, chair, human, and animal, vehicle. You can correlate with anything, any real world entity that has state and behavior. Suppose that if I'm talking about human, what is human? Human is a class. But if I'm talking about Sweta, Sweta is a object, is an object. Why I'm saying Sweta is an object? Because Sweta has some state and some behavior. So if I am talking about state, Sweta has some color, some height. Sweta working in any company, there should be have one employee ID, unique ID, right? So these are the things are state. And behavior, like Sweta can speak, she can eat, she can walk, listen. So these are the behavior which she can perform. So that is an object. So it could be anything that has state and behavior, that is called an object. So let me make you understand in terms of coding perspective. So state, let me we can say simply means a data or value, we can say means data or value. So when you create a class, right, after creating a class you define some variable, right, there you store some values, that is called state in the coding perspective. And if we are talking about behavior, any method which you perform, any method which you create under this class, that is called behavior. Method could be anything, means action, we action which be performed, or we can say which be right under the class. So that is called state and behavior. Any method which you write under the class, that is called behavior. Why we write a method? We will understand. I will explain you method as well. Method basically it is used to perform any task, that is called behavior. So now you understand what is an object. So any entity that has an state and behavior, that is called object. In coding perspective, in the coding, whatever the variable we define, that is called state, and whatever the method we create under the class, that is called object. Now we will understand the class through the definition. Class, we can say a class is a group of objects which has common property. Let me write first. A class is a group of objects which has common properties. Why I'm saying common properties? See, this is a class and these are the object. So these objects are under the class only. So what it is saying, a, a class is a group of object. This class has a group of object like dog, cow. These are the group of objects, right? And after that, what it is saying, which has a common properties. All dog, cow, cat has a common property, means they can eat, they can see, they can walk, right? So they have a common property, so that is called class. A class is a group of object which has a common properties, right? Now we are going to see other line. It is a template only. You can say template, or you can say blueprint, or blueprint. Why we are saying it is a template or blueprint? I already have make you understand that we cannot see this animal, we cannot see, but we can see dog, cow, animal, dog, cow, cat, and whatever the comes under animal, they which they have a name, some name. So those are object and we can see them, but we cannot see animal. So that's why we are saying it is a template or a blueprint. From which objects are created. From which objects are created. And now another point is, it is a logical entity. It cannot be physical. Let me write this one also. It is a logical entity. Logical entity means, if suppose that if you are taking any name, right? Suppose that if I'm talking about any chair, right? So chair has some color, some brand name, some like structure. So that structure itself, it's called object, and that color, like if suppose that if we are giving some brand name, we are giving some color, any particular color, so that color and brand name is called class, right? That will be logical only, because human, what they are doing, they are logically putting some color, giving some brand name, so that's why we are saying it is a logical entity, and it cannot be physical. It cannot be physical, right? Now we can see a class in Java can contains, suppose that while writing a program, what all the things we can keep inside the class, right? So we can keep inside the class field first, field. Other things, we can keep method under the class, and we can keep constructor, And we also can keep blocks and nested class. Nested class or nested interface. Interface. So these are the things we can keep inside the class while writing a program. So what does it mean by field? Field means any variable which you are defining under the class. That is called field. Method, whatever the method you are writing under the class to perform a task, that is called method. Constructor, it is just like a method. I will make you understand in upcoming videos. And block, it is a small piece of code which we write under the brackets, under the blocks. So that is called block. We will understand in the upcoming session. And nested class and nested interface, it means a class which we are writing under the class, or interface which you are creating under the interface. That is called nested class or nested interface. So we will understand the syntax. Syntax of class. So first we write a modifiers. Modifiers could be anything, like we have a 4 modifiers: public, private, protected, and default. So usually we put the public. Let me write the access modifier so that you will understand. Access modifiers. And then will be the class, and then class name of the class. And we will open this bracket and close this bracket, and under this we can use these many things: this field, method, constructor, block, nested class. These many things we can write under this class. So this is a syntax of class. Access modifier, we write, right, public, private, protected. If you are not using any access modifier, then by default it will take a default modifier, default access modifier, and then class, and then you can put any class name. We will see while writing a program, then you will understand better. Now we are going to understand what is method. What is method? In general, we can say it is a way to perform a task. We write a program, we write a method under the class. Why we write? So that we can perform our task. Whatever the code you will write under the method, and then you can create an object, and through the object you can call the method, then it will perform a task. So we will, let me write. In general, you can say a method is a way to perform a task. There are two types of method. One is predefined method and second one is user defined method. First, predefined method. Predefined method. And second one is user defined method. What is predefined method? So predefined method, you have seen the main method, right? We write a public static void main. That is the main method, right? Let me write example. So main method is also a predefined method. We write, right, system.out.println. That println is a predefined method. Println, it is a predefined method. We write some string and we want to check the length, right? So that length is also a predefined method. We will see one by one while writing a program. I will make you understand through practically as well. Then you will understand more who doesn't have any coding experience. And we have so many predefined methods like equals, dot equals method we have, and square. We have so many predefined methods. We will see while writing a program, and in upcoming sessions you will see so many predefined method. So as of now, I'm writing these many things. So these are the predefined methods. User defined methods means which we can declare while writing a program, which we will declare the program, that is called user defined method. Suppose that we are, for example, writing a public void, public void, and suppose that here we have a animal, right? Animal can eat, animal can run. So let me create, suppose that eat, and here we can write some statement, and we can close this block. So this is a pre user defined method which I am declaring the method, that is called predefined method. So these are the theoretically. Now we can move into the practical things. And one more thing, what is the advantage of method? Why we are using the method? What is the advantage? So we can say code reusability. Like if you are writing any method in one class and you want to use any another class, or you want to use multiple times, then we can use the method. So that's why we are saying code reusability. We can reuse code reusability. Second one is code optimization. We can optimize the code. So that's why we are using method. Now we can create any package and then we can understand. Let me write one package. So oops concept. Yeah. So package name always will start from small letter. Always it will be small letter. So here I'm writing a capital. No, I'm going to change it small letter. Oops concept. First letter will start from small letter. After that you can use a capital letter. So this is a package name I have created, and now I will create a class name. Here we have a class, and class name always will start from capital letter. Class name, interface name always will start from capital letter, and package name, method name, it will always start from small letter. And if you are using any constant value, then there you can use a capital letter, and variable always will start from small letter. So these are the naming convention, and these are the guidelines, only guidelines. If you are creating a capital letter, then it won't harm, it won't give any error. But these are the guidelines. If you follow while writing a program, then it is a good practice. So let's say I am creating a class. This class only I'm going to create this animal. I'm creating a class with the name of animal. So animal is our class. Now I will create a main method. So how you can create a main method? You can write a main and click on this control and space bar. Then it will give this. And this main method is a predefined method. Suppose that here I'm writing any statement. Statement is out. Again, you can click on control and space bar. It will write automatically. Now we can give any particular message. We can say it's a generic statement, right? So now we can create one user defined. This is a predefined method. Now we are going to create one user defined method. So how we can create? We can write public void and animal can eat and run. So let me create the name of eat. And after that opening and closing, and we can provide some statement. Sys out. And here I'm writing I am eating, right? So once I will execute this, let me explain first this. Public is a access modifier. Let me explain this one first, class, right? I already have written this in the definition. See, here we have written a syntax of class. So what I was saying, access modifier we will use first. So this is a access modifier. Our public is a access modifier, and then we are using this class. So class word is there, and now we are going to give the class name. Class name is an animal. So this is syntax. In the same way, in the method as well, it is a public, it is a access modifier. Void is a return type, but it will return nothing. So if you want to use any return type, and we should not give any return value, then you can use void. Void is a return type, and eat is a method name. And I said method name always will start from small letter, so that's why I have used e small letter. So now once I will execute this program, so what it will do, it will come under the class and it will try to find out the main method. So it will it once it will find out, it will print this statement. So now if I will run this program, what it will give the output? It will give only generic statement. It will not print this I am eating. It will not print. Why it will not print? Because I have not created any object yet. And until we will not call this method, it will not run. So if I'll run this program, then it will give output only this statement. So let me run this program. See, it is giving only generic statement. But if I will create an object, sorry, object will always, we can create with this class name. Same. And you can give any reference variable. This is called, suppose that if I am giving object. So this is a reference variable. You can put anything, you can give anything, but here we should have only class name. And this is a reference variable, it could be anything. Now with the help of new keyword, we are going to create an object. New will help to create an object. New, and again we will put this class name. Class name means we are going to create a constructor. So this is a constructor, you can say. Constructor name always will start always with the same name as in the class name, and this is a constructor, you can say. So this is how we can create an object. Class name, and then we can take any reference variable, and we can take this new. With the help of new, we can create an object, and this is an animal. Now with this, with the help of this reference variable, we can call this method. See, this method, eat method, it is already showing here. When you will click on this dot, then you will able to see here eat. Now if I will run this program, then it will print I am eating as well. I am eating. So in the same way, if you want to create any other method, we can create public void, and other method was here run, right? So now I am going to create other method, that is run. Again, sys out. running. So this running, again, if I will run this program, running will not call. It will give output only generic statement and I am eating. See, so until we don't call this method, it will not print. It will not perform a task. So with the help of this reference variable, we can perform multiple tasks. Again, I am writing object dot. Now you can see run method as well here, which I already have created. Whatever the method you will create, you will able to see after writing a reference variable and dot. See, now if I will run the program, then it will print running as well. See, generic statement, I am eating, I am running. So you can create multiple object in one class and else you can create one object, and with the help of this reference variable, you can call multiple methods. So I hope you understand all OOPS concept and class, object, methods. So if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment. I will try to reply. Thank you.